get too bulky. No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. The minute I start working out, I just get bulky. No, in your look.
I can't see.
Thumb in. There you go. Now rotate. The more you rotate back, now press into my elbow. Yeah. Now lift your elbows up a little higher. Look at all that bulk. You're so bulk. That word bulk is so overplayed.
Why can't my leg?
I don't get too bulky. No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. The minute I start working out, I just get bulky.
I can't lift
My
over.
clothes don't fit. My muscles get so big. I can't fit into any of my clothes. I hate it.
I gained 2 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks.
I hate it. It's just so bulky. I don't like all the muscle. I just want to be lean. But I don't want to get bulky. And I don't want to change my diet. And 3, 2, 1. Hello, Facebook friends. Is that live over here?
It is.
Yeah.
Seriously, now it's a happy snow day because it is snowing here in Somerville. The whole Somerset County region, probably. Maybe all of New Jersey. Who knows? I don't know.
I was going to say what you said earlier, but I don't know if that's too much for Facebook.
No, don't say it.
That was super funny, though.
It was super funny, but let's not say that.
All right, guys, what's up? Hang on. No, it's got to be on 3.
Okay, well, you didn't count.
1, 2. There's a horrible on my end. Here we go. 1, 2. I'll take it. What's up, guys? Anthony Monetti, Project My Life.
Karen Monetti.
My beautiful co-host, Karen Monetti. We are going to be talking about I Want the Perfect Body. Those of you may know me from the most watched, most memorable episode in scene, True Life history, MTV. I'm very proud of my dad shaving my ass, by the way. But it was an episode called I Want the Perfect Body, and I was training. What's up, Suzanne? Training for my I was training to get my pro card in 2003. MTV was filming me, and the title of the episode was I Want the Perfect Body. And the word perfect, the word perfection comes up a lot. Around here, we talk about it because people seek perfection, and we talked about it yesterday a little bit, that there is no perfect anything. In fact, being imperfect is the only perfect, right? So if we've addressed that, we want to talk about how striving for perfection, and I can relate 100% because literally when you're competing, you try to have the perfect body on any given particular day to win, right? So realizing that there is no perfection, how could, as we strive for perfection, how could that, be something of an obstacle,
a
roadblock, and how can it detract, is that a word? Distract, detach us from reality. And you've opened up about it with your breast implants and your surgery and how you were seeking to be a perfect physique, or you weren't happy with how your body was, so you went to the extent of having plastic objects put in your body to give the impression.
Toxic shit bags.
Toxic shit bags. By the way, this is not for kids, so if you are afraid of letting your kids hear the word shit, don't let them watch this episode. But we all go through these measures, or sometimes we get caught up in seeking for perfection. It happens a lot when we're dieting, or we're trying to be perfect on our nutrition. And if I've been down the road before when we have one little slip up, or I eat a little bit more than I normally would, or I should, quote unquote, and it throws me off the rails, and then I say, fuck it, and then I go batshit crazy, and I binge, because my diet wasn't perfect. I used to say it was obsessive compulsive or OCD, and I joke around about everything being perfect, but the reality of it is that's not realistic, right? So when we strive for perfection in anything, it sets us up for failure before we even try, right? So I'm curious to hear your thoughts, Karen, if you want to chime in with this. We had a couple conversations this morning before you even got here about, looking at others, especially on social media, and only seeing their highlight reel, and only seeing the good and the perfect this and the perfect that.
And all the filters.
And all the filters. And it's really like an illusion, really. And that's why I try to be as natural as possible. So just to be, it's easier that way for me just to be natural. And it's too much work to try to put on a front. So it's too much energy. I have energy I want to put other places. So Karen, jump in here because I'm rambling right now.
Well,
talk to me.
Rather than perfection, I think you should strive for progress. Right? So it's not about being perfect. It's about progressing and learning and doing something a little bit better than you did the last time or yesterday or this morning. So it's a constant work of progression, because there is no such thing as perfection unless you have this concept of perfection you've gotten there, right? But it might not be perfect, but to you it is, which is weird. But who says what is perfect too? Is there like a dictionary that says you must look and feel this way in order to be perfect?
What is the perfect? I want to look that up. What's the
same thing with success. Like your success can be different than mine, can be different than Anthony's, can be different than the next person. Success doesn't always mean financial, right? It could be anything. And the same thing is with perfection.
Well, what's your definition of success?
That's loaded. Success is feeling good about what you've done and what you're doing and just being in a happy place. And, sometimes we get caught up with, we don't have enough money in the bank account, so I don't feel successful, or I don't have the perfect job, I don't feel successful. So success is really very broad, and I think it can change based upon where you are in life, maybe your age, maybe, just your wisdom or your goals. But success and perfection can tie in a lot of times to one another, right? Because if we don't feel perfect, we also don't feel successful, right? If we don't feel successful, we don't feel perfect. So they go hand in hand. So sometimes, again, it's redefining what that is, but then also remembering it's not a perfection state, it's a progression state. It's how are we getting better?
Sorry, I almost cut you off. But I think we have insecurities, and we want to make sure that we don't let those insecurities, we don't expose those insecurities. So we feel inadequate, or we feel insecure about the things that we're insecure about, right? So it's kind of like what we talked about yesterday about, being unapologetically authentic with who you are. And, I said that in the MTV episode when I was trying to become a fitness model. I thought I had a physique that was, I just wanted to be I wanted that clout, and I wanted to do it. So I was 19 and I was starting to hustle in the city and go around and meet modeling agents and try to get signed or whatever, so I can get involved with being a fitness model, right? So this one guy was just like, I don't even want to describe him because it would make me sound like a dick, but he was the complete opposite of somebody who you would think would be running a modeling agency. I'll just put it that, right? You think of model, you think of this, whatever. I'll let your imagination run wild with that. But anyway, he was the opposite of that. And he wasn't nice either. So he was like, oh, you have a great body, but your nose is extremely too big for your face. Now, I know that he was just picking something out and being like, oh, we're looking for the perfect symmetrical face, and we're looking for this certain kind of features, right? But as a 19-year-old, putting myself out there, again, I had to get thick skin. That's when they say you have to have thick skin and don't take shit personal. But I was like, oh, I mean, it bothered me, obviously, and then I processed it, and I'm like, fuck him. And that's when I used to go harder in the gym. So I used to take those negative moments of my life where I was feeling like insecure and inadequate and like, oh, all right, well, I'll take that and I'll turn it into something positive. What can I do? I can either bury my head in the sand and say, you're right, my nose is too big. You're right. Okay. So now I'm going to feel insecure because I have a big schnoz. Now It's the big fucking schnoz club. Are you in or you're not? Let's go. That's
not
how I
in.
feel. Chris Barracat, what up? Because we talk about it all the time. So now I've used that, like that's who I am, right? So I'm not saying it's easy, but what I'm saying is that you're not alone and you're not going to be perfect. And as long as you believe in yourself, trust the process, practice patience, you can be, do, and have anything you want in life. I could end it with that. Karen, is there anything else you want to share to that?
I can share a lot, but I don't think we have all the time.
What's up,
for
Michelle?
it.
Oh. So just quick.
I don't
35 seconds on it.
Yeah, listen, again, there's no such thing as perfection, so as long as you're doing the best that you can every day.
So, excuse me, can I raise my hand?
Yeah, go ahead. You asked me to say something.
I did, but
go!
But I don't think you were going in the direction I wanted you to go in, so I'm gonna set you up.
You want me in a direction?
You're not perfect! Karen, my wife, by the way, she's gonna be writing a book. It's called How to Be Perfect. Because she always finds things that I'm not perfect with. But anyway, that's a side note. Talk real quick, 45 seconds, about how you feel post, or what you felt like before you got your breast implants compared to how you feel now about yourself.
So, being a female in the fitness world and competing, you know, you lose all your body fat, so you lose your curves. And if you look at magazines, if you look at women's culture, right, it's curvy, chest, butt, right? Like, it's sexy to have curves. And when you're in this space and you have no curves, you might feel inadequate and like you're not really a female. So I went the route of getting breast implants because I thought that would solve my negative self-image of not feeling and looking like a woman. Well, 13 years later, you know, we found out that I still wasn't happy with my body. So the implants didn't do anything for me. They actually made me sick. They made me feel heavier and look heavier than I was, but I had the curves, so you would think that, ooh, I feel like a woman again, I should feel sexy. It did the complete opposite, and it got me really sick. So fast forward 13 years, I got them removed, and for the first time, I do like my shape. So again, sometimes when we...
So do I.
So, you're such a creeper. So sometimes when we chase that, what is ideal and perfect, we forget to work on what's up here because this is the only thing that can change that. And we go to all these other measures, right? Ladies, you know what I'm talking about specifically, whether it's makeup and Botox and lip fillers and implants and surgery. We're always chasing this idea of perfection, but we're forgetting to work on our mindset and how we view ourselves. So you have to start working on that. And again, my long story short is I got my implants removed. I started feeling so much healthier, and now I appreciate the body. I wish I never did it because now I have some scars, but they are daily, no regrets, and they're daily reminders that remind me to remember that you really have to embrace what you have, and you can work on it, but embrace what you have and try not to alter that, because that's what God gave you, and just run with it and own it, right? And now I'm so much happier, and my chest really reflects me as a person because I'm tiny. I shouldn't be walking around with these huge ass boobs. I'm a tiny person, and now I look more like how I was meant to look, and I actually look more fit, I'm more healthy, and I'm really happy with that.
You're feeling better overall. So
itty bitty titty committee.
I think that you know you don't have your shirt on. Oh, you do. BODHI means the process of becoming your best self. It's the enlightenment, right? In Buddhism, and it means like getting to that level of being the ideal self, your ideal self, and we all have a different ideal self, right? Yeah. But mind, body, spirit, connecting those three, and the process of getting there, I feel like is a fun process if you kind of become aware of your mistaken thoughts and actions and your negative thoughts and actions and turn around. I'm not saying you're not going to have negative thoughts and actions. You have 10,000 plus thoughts that run through your head 24 hours a day. Now, it's a matter of kind of matrixing, dodging the negative shit, and then kind of recognizing it as it passes by, but then like also the positive stuff, holding on to the positive things that kind of lift you up and balancing those things out. Now, that's a long-winded version of saying that the word body, B-O-D-H-I, bodhi, means to work on the inside self and the outside self will just come to fruition as a result of. If you look to do surface first, it's going to be very shallow, and you're going to be floating around trying to figure out what you need and want, but really go deeper than that. And that's kind of like what our philosophy is here. I mean, it can be fun too when you get deep and you kind of, play around with those thoughts and figure out where you want to focus your attention. But I don't know. I can go on and on about this. Let's save some stuff for tomorrow.
Suzanne, I totally get that.
What'd you say?
Well, when you have small boobs, you just got to make sure your stomach doesn't grow past them.
Ah.
And that might keep you on a good, solid nutrition plan, right? But that is hysterical because I feel that all the time. I'm always looking in the mirror like, uh-oh, stomach's starting to protrude past my chest, which doesn't take a lot because I'm so flat-chested. But I understand that one completely. That is a issue that us small-chested women have.
This also taps into the body positivity and body image, and we can save that.
We can save that for
tomorrow. We can save that because it's a whole different topic, right? But loving who you are, being healthy, mind, body, and spirit is really the ultimate kind of goal. We feel to create happiness, and that's what you said earlier. Like, what's your definition of success? I'll just touch upon that. My definition of success is happiness. Now, I know what makes me happy, and I know what doesn't make me happy, and I try to figure out where I can get to that ultimate place of happiness 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and for the lifetime. And that's a process, and that's why we call it Project My Life, Project Our Lives. I feel like I have so much to say about this because the body image thing is really like.
Well, it's a hot topic right now.
Not only that, it's always been a hot topic, but it's like a weird kind of thing for. I'll just touch upon. I'll give you a little teaser. For many years, I used to never show my muscles because I was very insecure about who I was as a bodybuilder. Because I never wanted to make people feel weird, and I used to get the like, oh, Monetti's showing off. Oh, Monetti's showing off. So when I was in school, first starting to lift, I used to kind of walk droopy shoulders because I never wanted to like walk proud chested because I never wanted people to think. I never wanted them to think that I was being egotistical or bragging or being, braggadocious, if you will. So I used to cover myself up, and now I feel like the world kind of encourages you to just be who you are, fat, skinny, tall, short, whatever, which I encourage, and I love that, but I think it also distorts the mindset around health. But anyway, I'm rambling right now, and I want to shut the fuck up. Yeah, let's shut the fuck up.
That's a great way to end the week. So guys, if you want to know our take on this body positivity movement and all the stuff that's going on with that, join us tomorrow for the Facebook Live at noon.
Yeah, noon-ish.
Ish.
You know what? Here's the thing, real quick before we go. Guys, put on your notification on Facebook. I've learned today. I'm new to Facebook. It's been a while since I've been on. And I'm realizing, somebody mentioned this morning, thank you, Kim, out there, shout out to Kim. Thank you for letting me know that you can turn on a notification on that page to let you know when we're live. And then it's going to be anywhere from 11:30 to 12. That's like the time frame we've been doing. Today was maybe a little bit past 12. Cut me some slack. It's a snow day here. Not that I was shoveling, because I was actually working out, but that's besides the point. Put on your notifications, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys.
Love you, Tim. Thank you.
And believe in yourself. Trust the process. Practice patience.
Bye.